Welcome to Stormwind. Yep, the new set has launched for Hearthstone, and we are now adventuring in Stormwind. We've moved from the Barrens, and now we're in Stormwind. So this is the Alliance expansion for this year. So now I'm going to try doing an arcane Gambit and see how we go. How's the foot doing? Pretty sore.
You shall pay for your insolence.
You shall pay for your insolence. What happened to your foot? You know, I'm not sure. I have a high ankle sprain. So like that's what I have, is a high ankle sprain. But I could not tell you how it happened. It had been bothering me for a while.
Oh, hello.
And so I finally went to the doctor, got it x-rayed. They said, we're not sure about this. Had me go to an imaging specialist to get x-rayed again. And then determine the problematic part of the first x-ray. I can just ignite, right? I got another ignite. Was an injury that I had sustained when I was younger, and as a result there was extra calcium in my foot bones and leg bones. Also, can we just talk about how completely insane foot bones are? Like, now that I have an x-ray of that region of my foot, I've now seen foot bones, and they look insane. How could that be the design? I'm not an engineer, but it seems like we could have sent that back to the drawing board for 1 or 2 more rounds of revisions. There cannot be the case that that's the best design for foot bone architecture. It seems impossible. Anyway, unfortunately, the week that I got all of that stuff done, wow, I just can't cast either of these ice spells until she plays something. Ooh, Babbling Book. I can brain freeze my own Babbling Book. It feels insane, but that allows me to get back to getting about what I'm about. No, that can't be right. Maybe it is. We're playing against a hand Warlock. Oh no, we're playing against a quest Warlock, so I don't know how much time we have, but I guess I'm gonna hang out. I mean, now I get to Rhyme Tongue Brain Freeze. Oh, she's gonna take a bunch of damage. That's a big quest step for her. Dang. Dang, dang, dang. That was a big step. Okay, I don't feel bad brain freezing that at all. I will 100% brain freeze that. Ooh, what's up, Refreshing Spring Water? You're for a bit later. All right. Love the cold. Get a fireball. That week, when I was getting everything x-rayed, I also had committed long ago, previously, to be a camera operator for a reality television show. And at this point, I pretty much couldn't back out. So then I did, 12-ish hours on that foot. Basically deficit spending against that foot. Of course, that was not great. And so now I'm really taking it seriously. Okay. I have not played any... Man, Apexis Blast doesn't have any stuff.
The top shelf is extra.
The shady bartender. Sweet Frost! Am I going to need the cycle off this Ignite, or can I go ahead and pitch this Ignite? Because I can combo it with Sanctum Chandler. How much value am I going to get off Sanctum Chandler? The reality is I'm going to Refreshing Spring Water. But I can do that next turn. But I can also use the Fireball to do that. So I'll go ahead and send that burn. I mean, she's down to 13. Right? Like, she's in rough shape. Fireball, Refreshing Spring Water might just win us the game, honestly. Might want to invest in a boot. Oh yeah, I'm wearing a brace right now. I got the rigid plastic brace. It isn't the full boot, but I've somewhere in between. A Warlock after my own heart, Spice Bread Baker. Wow, and Touch of the Nathrazim. Okay, okay. No doubt, no doubt. So now I get to Fireball. Oh, this is just so much. I'm not wasting so much fire, but I'm spending a lot of fire. But I have no arcane. I need to draw, and I want value. I want the refreshing mana crystals refresh action to happen. Wow, I already drew one of my ignites. I can flurry. I can deal so much damage over the next couple of turns. Can I waste a flurry? I still don't have the arcane. This is not a threatening amount of damage. When I find the arcane spell, because these cost 0, and I have both flurries, so I can finish the quest if I can find my other, if I just find some arcane magic. She's gone down, oh gosh, she's already established the link. All she has to do is complete the ritual, but we have a fireball, and I can combo it with Sanctum Chandler, which will draw me more spells. You gonna send 3 into this guy? Okay, I was gonna say, why? Soul Rend. Oh, to mill fewer cards. But it doesn't matter if you mill cards. The whole point of this quest, from what I can tell, one of the constructions is, are you serious? Is fatigue as fast as possible. Primordial Studies is arcane. I guess a lab partner's fine. Gosh, am I gonna brain freeze my own Sanctum Chandler? I think so. Alright, I have Frost and Fire in my hand. Let's get some arcane. Ooh, Cram Session alongside lab partner is pretty alright. Not the best, but it's pretty alright. Conus Chan sprained his foot stepping off the truck. Full weight on the right ankle, sprained it and pulled a bunch of stuff. That was super bad. That was worse than smashing his finger in a bulkhead door. Ankles are just... For a human body version 2, I think there's a lot of opportunities to reinforce some vulnerable joints. Knees, ankles, wrists. I think there's a lot of opportunities. Ankles and knees. Yeah. Yeah, ankles and knees. Great equalizers. Let's see if we can just burn this dude to death. Lab partner for 0. Ignite for 4. And continue to draw. Ruined Orb for 3. Potion of Illusion. I think a First Flame will be fine. Flurry for 0. And now we get Arcanist Dawn Grasp. For the rest of the game, we have spell damage plus 3.
I have proven myself. I demand answers.
And now we get to Cram Sesh for 5.
Only so much time.
Solarian seems fine. Okay. Well, we have turbo lethal damage. Even if the lab partner dies, we have an Ignite for 7 and another Ignite for 7, which is roughly twice as much health as she has. Obviously, Hysteria is going to clear off most of this board. Oh, it'll clear it all off. It'll clear it all off. But the spell damage is now intrinsic, baked into my very shirt. She's going to have to heal a bunch. Altar of Fire. Doesn't really matter. Our quest is complete. Losing some draw is kind of lame, but like I said, we have super duper lethal damage. How many cards does she even have left? 7. Okay. Well, we get to Ignite for 14.
I will crush your delusions.
Ignition. Dang. This thing is making some moves. I was a little concerned that this thing would run out of gas before we would have enough burn to kill somebody, but holy smokes. Did we not run out of gas? Granted, this was a Warlock that spent a bunch of time hurting herself, but she also spent a bunch of time healing and stuff, and she was down to only 7 cards left in her deck. Well, that seemed good. It did. You know, it did seem good. I really thought Frost was going to be the problem. I never thought I would get hung up on Arcane Spell School, of all things. Like, look, ankles and knees. Do we need all this range of motion? Can we sacrifice some mobility for some durability? Oh yeah, maybe with some cybernetics. I guess our character's in the Ascent. Right, because didn't you find some pants that were just a replacement from the knee down? Just replacing that with chrome.